Hi guys, and happy Sunday. A quick little impromptu chat because I had a very fun day and I found some really cool things. I did go to the flea market up at the Wayne PAL, and it really turned out to be a very fun flea market. And I have missed that flea market because normally they do hold it. I believe they hold it the second weekend of every month, and for whatever reason during the winter we just don't get up there that much. And it's in the exact same place that the antique phonograph show is. So today it was cold, it was snowy, icy, sleety, and I said, well, let's just go walk around the flea market, you know, because we weren't going to go very far. But then I said, you know what, I want to go to the flea market. I feel like going to a flea market because normally flea markets are very large and very big here in the warm weather, but they kind of tend to suck in the winter. But I was very pleased that I went up there today, so I'll show you what I found up there. I did make some more escarole and bean soup for my dad because he requested that. And he had it yesterday for lunch, he had it for supper, and he was gonna have it again today for lunch. That's how much he likes it. So I guess I'm gonna have to keep making him that. Very easy, and if he loves it, why not, right? Again, we're drinking an Elysian Space Dust IPA, and we're sitting in the kitchen, but since it's such a cloudy day, I'm hoping that the lighting isn't terrible. So we'll see what happens. Of course, the minute I turn the camera on, it starts to get a little brighter out. It was dark as heck all day. I hope you changed your clocks ahead. I hope you're all ready to roll with that, because that means it's going to be lighter in the evenings, which is really fun. We get a few more, maybe an extra hour or two of daylight to have fun with, you know. What else? We went a couple of places today, and it just happened to be like a very circus themed kind of day for the Tink, and I'll show you why in a little bit. But first, the flea market. I got a couple of records, a really nice record seller up there that I was chatting with for a while, and he had great prices on his records, and he was super nice and knowledgeable and all that. I got this Morton Gould, The Story of the Family Weiss Holocaust. Look at that. Morton Gould is a great composer. So this should be very interesting. This is music from the NBC TV film Holocaust, The Story of the Family Weiss. Music composed and conducted by Morton Gould, who is really great. So that's what drew me to this. Plus I love these kind of soundtrack type things. It's really fun. It is a gatefold. Very interesting. Holocaust theme, Kristallnacht, Berta and Joseph theme, Polish border and synagogue fire, lullaby, Anna attacked. This really is going to be a good one, I think. All right. Fire Ballet, Night on Bald Mountain. I think I bought a copy of this on eBay when my friend Scheherazade showed that she was listening to it, but I can't remember if I ever actually did. And this is just really cool stuff. This is 1975, and check out that cover. Really great stuff. Proggy, complex music. Night on Bald Mountain, oh come on. And then I found this one, Smith Minus Plus. Very cool album cover. I don't know much about this band, but Alan Parker is in it. And is that the same Alan Parker as the Alan... I'm not sure on this. Huh. Well, I couldn't find a year on it, but I'm going to say probably very early 70s, maybe late 60s. It's on Dunhill. Very interesting thing. So that's fun. I like to find things I've never actually heard before. And that was one of them. Also at the Flea, I found this. This is so cool. This is like a magic 8-ball, but it glows in the dark, and it has an eye on it. And I don't personally remember this particular one, but the lady was like, that's a pretty cool one, and it does glow in the dark. And I said, yeah, it's definitely cool. Hey, and the answer we just got was absolutely. So it is absolutely cool. And it has a great vintage look eye on it. And it glows in the dark, which is so cool. I could see it when I was messing with it in the other room. So that is cool. Something a little different from the usual Magic 8-ball. I thought that was fun. Alright, so my favorite thing, my favorite flea market thing of the day was this. This is so remarkably cool. And what it is a cannon, okay? It's a circus cannon, and you have the little guy that shoots out of the cannon. Now inside, he's got springs on his feet, and inside there's 2 pegs. You won't be able to see, but inside there's 2 pegs for his feet, and you push him in there, and you put him over his feet, and you push him down, and then there's a button release over here to shoot him out of the cannon, which I think is remarkable. I won't do it in here because I'll probably break something, one of my favorite Rue glasses or something. But if that isn't like the coolest thing for a circus memorabilia collector, I don't know what is. Because the lady was talking to me about it. I said, that is so cool. And she said, yeah, there is no more circus. And I said, I know. That's so sad. You know, I didn't like the fact that, I didn't like the idea that the animals could possibly be abused and stuff like that. But there is something about the circus itself, aside from the animals, that made it, that was just so magical. And I don't know, to think that kids will never experience the circus the way that we did is very, very sad. But I loved this thing. I'll try to shoot him off in the other room, but I'm not going to shoot him in here. And it is from Ringling Brothers, The Greatest Show on Earth. So that was pure magic. I was really excited about finding that. And after we left the flea market, we hit the thrift store in Hawthorne, and I found this, which is so crazy since I just found the cannon. But I found this beautiful plate, and it says, "Clowns, the heart of the circus." Look at that. And I'm a huge fan of clowns. Creepy, the creepier the better. There are some people that are deathly afraid of clowns, but I love the clowns. Now this is also the greatest show on earth plate collection, honoring the beloved Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus. Look at that. So 2 Ringling Brothers things in one day. And this one devoted to the clowns that I love so much. This one is numbered. It's the firing date is on it. The firing master, the guy who fired it, is on there. It's just a beautiful thing. And I just love this. Original painting by American artist Franklin Moody. And this was the first issue in the Greatest Show on Earth plate collection. And of course it's devoted to the beautiful clowns. One of my favorite things in the world. And I do have a very fun piece of art from a LA artist coming with one of my favorite creepy clowns on it, which I'll show you when it comes. It's supposed to be here tomorrow, I think. But what a fun thing to find, right? Oh my gosh. And now that the circus is kind of like a thing of the past, collecting circus memorabilia is really, really fun. So I don't remember what year the guy shot out of the cannon, because I don't think this is dated. But I could easily look that up, because Ringling Brothers had some different special event every year to bring people back. You know, that like they had the marriage of Mishka, who was a little tiny midget guy. I remember my father took me that year. I think his name, was it Mishka? Yeah, Tom Thumb I think was a long time ago. Or maybe it's the opposite. But we did go to the circus the year of one of the midget weddings, and it was awesome. And so I was really excited to find this. So his feet go over the pegs, and push him down, like launch him in there, push the button, and he propels out of the cannon. How cool is that? Greatest show on earth. So we went to the Golden Pub, and my meal came with dessert, and I never eat dessert. So I asked the guy if I could, you know, take that home, take that to go. So I got rice pudding, and he put it in a thing for me to take home to my dad, because my dad loves the rice pudding from this place. So he was happy with that. And my dad gave me a big bag of fresh spinach and some Italian parsley, fresh Italian parsley to take home. He probably wants me to make him something with it. But that's cool. So anyway, guys, that was really fun. I'm so glad I went up to the flea market, because I was really excited to find this thing. Very, very cool. And the plate at that thrift store. Nothing else in the thrift, and the thrift was jam-packed with people. It was like they were giving something away. That was such a crowded store. We had to park way down, way down, and walk up. It was, I couldn't even find a reason for it. There was nothing in there. I was lucky to find that plate. And so what I'll do is I'll get a plate hanger and hang this, because I think it's so beautiful. And I love the clowns. I especially love this little clown holding the banner down here. Really awesome. And you got the clown on stilts over here. Just a really, really beautiful thing. So fun. We used to go see the Clyde Beatty Cole Brothers Circus down the shore. We had a house on the beach down the shore, and Clyde Beatty Cole Brothers would set up on a field inland a little ways, and that was like a real circus. That was like an old-time circus, you know, where they came in and caravans, and they set up in tents, and it was the largest circus still under the big top, and you actually sat on bleachers instead of stadium seats like you did in Madison Square Garden when the circus went there. You know, so different, so different. It was like a real 1920s Dust Bowl circus. It was just awesome, awesome. And of course the carnies were all really shady and creepy and hanging around in the shadows, and all the things that you love about the circus, Clyde Beatty Cole Brothers was all about. And I remember one year I had a half a day of work, and I went down to watch Cole Beatty Cole Brothers set up. They were setting up for that weekend in Garfield, one of the fields in Garfield. And I was filming or photographing, I don't remember, through the fence. And some lady, some Germanic, Polish, Baltic lady came up to the fence and started screaming at me to get the hell out of there. I couldn't understand what she was saying, but the gist of it was like, go away, stop staring at us. And I was like, you know, hey, look, people love the circus. They're fascinated by it. So, you know, we keep you going. At that time we did. Now the circuses are like outlawed or whatever. But I'll never forget that, because I was photographing the elephants, because she had the elephants outside. And she came out of her caravan or whatever the hell it was. She was living in a trailer and started freaking out, maybe Russian, but it was, I couldn't understand what she was saying, but I knew she was pissed. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I took off and I went around the other side and I saw people sitting on, what do you call it? Like boxes, like wooden crates, and shaving. Sitting on crates, shaving in a little handheld mirror like that. It was very old-timey. It was very old-timey feeling. It was really, really fun. I will say that most of those carnies there at that particular circus were not friendly. I guess they felt, but you know, when you see somebody that's interested, you think they would be more open to talking to you, right? I mean, I can understand how they come into town or people are pissed off at them and they don't want them there and blah, blah, blah. But when somebody is interested, you think they would be a little more, you know, open, or nicer, whatever. It's just a strange living that, you know, that they make. It's kind of a gypsy existence because they have to move around a lot. But still, it's always been fascinating. Absolutely fascinating to me. So I was really excited to find this thing. What a great, great piece. So anyway, it's stopped sleeting now. And from what I understand, by Friday when I'm off, it's supposed to be 65 degrees, you know, like pushing 70. I'll take it because I might be able to start cleaning up the yard. That would be so fun. I would be very happy. So I think that's about it. Just a quick little chat. Wanted to show you the stuff from the flea market. I wanted to film at the flea market, but it was really hard because we were trying to look at everything and we wanted to see everything in depth, and I just didn't pull the camera out. I did have it with me though. It was a fun little flea market. There weren't many people at the flea market because the weather was so bad. Prices were very good at the flea market. I was happy about that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the enchiladas. I posted it this morning. They were very good and very easy. If you love enchiladas, you should definitely try that recipe. And I guess that's it for me. Just a little extra chat this week because I felt like coming in and chatting. And I will see you very, very soon. I love you all. Comment, subscribe, spread that love. T-shirt links below. Love you all. Mwah.